Welcome to the Business Credit Training. In this training, you will learn about the importance of business credit and how to establish it for your own business. Having access to money and credit for your business ultimately determines your business's success or failure per the SBA. But according to entrepreneur.com, 90% of business owners know nothing about business credit. And ironically, about 90% of businesses in the United States that open end up failing and closing their doors for good. A good business credit profile and score can be the difference between having a prosperous business or being at the helm of a sinking ship. You need money and credit to grow, especially to grow into a highly successful business. This is one commonality all successful businesses have: established business credit. Facebook, Microsoft, Apple, and every highly successful private and public company has business credit. The business can use its own credit profile to grow, without the owner or CEO providing personal credit or liability to secure that credit. Walmart gets 80% of their total cash injection from business credit alone. This is one of the reasons they have grown into one of the largest retailers in the world. But what about you? Do you have business credit established now? Can you go out right now and get high-limit store and cash credit cards for your business? Can you do so without having to put your social security number on the application? If not, you need business credit. It may be the only thing holding you back from ultimate success. But how do you get business credit? How do you become one of the exclusive and elite 10% of entrepreneurs who understands business credit? How do you get it for your company to help you grow? In this business credit training, you're about to find out. Even if you knew nothing about business credit until now. Business credit is credit secured in your business name, and the business builds its own credit profile and credit score. With an established credit profile and score, the business will then qualify for credit and lending. There are a ton of benefits that business credit provides. You can build a credit profile for a business that is completely separate from you, the owner's personal credit. This gives business owners double the borrowing power as they have both personal and business credit profiles. Business credit scores are based only on whether the business pays its bills on time. A business owner can get credit much faster using their business credit profile versus their personal credit profile. Approval limits are much higher on business accounts versus personal accounts. Per the SBA, credit limits on business cards are often 10 to 100 times higher than consumer credit. When done right, you can build business credit without a personal guarantee. You can get business credit quickly, regardless of personal credit quality. Business credit doesn't report to the consumer credit reporting agencies and won't show up on your personal credit report. As you get new business credit and use it, your scores won't plummet as they will with consumer credit. You can also get most business credit without the owner taking on personal liability or a personal guarantee. This means in case of default, the business owner's personal assets likely won't be pursued. Even though most don't know this, when a business owner applies for financing, their business credit is reviewed. Not having business credit established will get an owner declined for financing. There are no regulations making lenders notify the business owner of their reason for denial. So most never know. That is why it is important to understand your business credit, how it works, and how to establish a strong profile. Now it is time to dive into the training. This section of the training talks about how to keep or build your business credibility. What is credibility? Being able to be trusted and believed. You can increase the credibility of your business and control how lenders, competitors, prospects, and other groups see it. Anyone can check the credit of your business. It's not like personal credit, where you have to sign an authorization form. When someone checks your business's credit, they can find out a lot of information about it. When you set up your business entity, EIN number, business address, email, website, phone number, and business credit reports, you will keep in mind that these details increase the credibility of your business. First, let's talk about your business. Everything is in the name. When you set up your business entity with the Secretary of State, make sure you choose a name that you can use on all of your business records. If your business name tells what your company sells or does, it should be all-inclusive. For example, you wouldn't want to call your business Susie's Hats if you sold all types of clothes. There are some industries that are very risky and may be sure to lose credit. Putting high-risk industry in your business name will make it harder to get financing. You can find a list of these industries that are often limited in the Business Credit Workbook. When you set up your business entity, you will probably wonder what kind of entity to set up. Taxes and responsibilities are different for each type of business. Your workbook will have a grid that will help you decide what to do. Federal EIN. Once your business is set up, you can apply for your federal EIN number. Your federal EIN number is a unique identifier for your business. Your individual identification number is like your social security number for your business. You will use the same information about your business that you used when you set up your business entity. It's important that all business records have the same name, address, and contact information. Even the smallest difference can cause declines or wrong reporting. On the IRS website, it is easy to apply for an EIN number. The system will ask for information about the business owner and their social security number. See the workbook for the link. Business address. Many lenders and customers like when a business has a real place of business. Some lenders, especially revenue-based lenders, may not give you a loan if your business doesn't have a physical location. It is important that your business has an address that is listed with the United States Postal Service. Many lenders use tools from the USPS to check the location of a business. Don't use a business address that other companies are already using. Sharing addresses can cause payment information to be reported incorrectly when a business's credit is reported. Business phone number. Lenders can tell if your business phone number is a cell phone number, a home phone number, or an actual business phone number. Having a real business phone number adds to your credibility. We suggest putting your business's phone number in the National 411 directory so that lenders can check your business more easily. Email and website. Most likely, lenders and potential customers will look for your website. A website that works can give you a lot more credibility. Having a business email address instead of a free or personal email address is also important. Instead of companyname@gmail.com, you could use hello@companyname.com. There are many inexpensive options to achieve these goals. Your workbook will have some additional resources. Business credit reports. When building your business credit reports, it's important to remember that they can boost your business credibility. Business credit reports that accurately show who your company is and how it handles credit will put people who want to work with your company at ease. Business credit reports alone can be enough to keep a business from getting financing. Who will check the legitimacy of your business? Lenders of trade accounts. Suppliers and manufacturers. Customers, leads, and more. Now is the time to take charge of the credibility of your business. This section of the training is about your business entity. Boost your business credibility and file your business entity. There are 4 major structure types: corporation, LLC, sole proprietorship, and partnership. You have to weigh the options and understand the tax and legal benefits of each. The SBA.gov website can help explain each structure in more detail. But just to give you an idea, a corporation is generally for a company that is more established with employees. An LLC offers an efficient tax option, flexibility, and limited liability. With a partnership, there are several different variations, but it allows parties to join in a partnership for a business idea. In a sole proprietorship, the owner is personally liable and responsible for the business. Many banks don't consider a sole proprietor or a DBA as a true business entity. You need to file your business entity with your local Secretary of State. Every state will have a different filing process and fee associated with getting your business entity. Don't forget that you do need to renew your business entity annually to stay in good standing. Keep your business entity information updated, including any changes to addresses, contact information, and ownership. You can either file for your business entity on your own using your local Secretary of State website, or you can go through a third-party company to file for you. Refer back to the workbook for additional resources to help you.
It might seem easy to choose a name for your business, but what do you need to know? Choose a name for your business that you can trademark and that doesn't include words that put it in a high-risk industry. Before you buy a domain, build a website, or print business cards, check with your Secretary of State to make sure the name you want is available. Once you know your business name is free, you can reserve it and file your business entity. As you can see, there is a lot to think about when picking a name for your business.
This section will discuss business addresses. Does your business have a physical business address? Why does your business need a physical business address? A physical business address isn't required to build business credit, but we do recommend it. Many lenders prefer to see applicants with a business address. A business address can increase the credibility of your business. Don't use a P.O. box as a physical business address. Lenders feel concern when a P.O. box is the only business address. You can use a P.O. box for a mailing address, but in this situation, your business should also have a physical business address. If needed, you can use a residential address, especially when there are budget concerns. Just keep in mind that some lenders may not be interested in financing a home-based business. The business address you use should be able to stay with your business long-term, isn't shared with any other businesses, and should be listed as an actual address with the United States Postal Service, including the suite number if applicable. Using a virtual address is a great solution for this. Please check the workbook for some suggestions. Let's talk about your business phone number. A business phone number can increase the credibility of your business. Your business's phone number shouldn't be a personal cell phone number or a residential line. A toll-free business phone number can be used in conjunction with a local business phone number. Free or low-fee virtual business phone numbers shouldn't be used as your main business phone number. Today, there are many and inexpensive virtual business phone services available, such as Ring Central, if you do not want to get a business line from a cell phone provider. Now it's time to set up your business phone number. In this training, we will talk about business banking. It is very important for your business to have a business bank account that is separate from your personal bank account. Having a business bank account is going to increase your funding options, reduce liability, improve credibility, simplify your accounting, and separate your personal and your business accounts. When you are establishing your business bank accounts, you want to make sure that you are using the correct information, including business name and address. It is very important for this information to be correct when you are applying for funding. Any discrepancies in information can result in a decline of an application. When it comes to choosing a bank for your business, there is not one bank account that is the absolute best. The goal is to choose the best bank account for your needs. Local banks, mid-size banks, and credit unions tend to be very small business friendly. They often have a lot of options for funding small businesses, and even new businesses. These types of banks are relationship-based banks, so building a relationship with them is going to be a pivotal part in your business funding journey. A part of building a relationship with your bank is keeping cash inside of your bank account. Each bank has a bank rating system, and that bank rating system is used to determine the amount of funding you will be able to get qualified for. They will often look at the average daily balance in your business bank account over the last 90 days when you apply. Making sure that you limit the amount of days that your business bank account is negative, overdraft, or anything else that can hinder your relationship with your bank is going to be key. Another component of building a relationship with your bank is going into the bank and networking with the people who work there, because they are often the ones that will be handling your loan applications for funding. Overall, any bank can be beneficial to your business when used properly. So remember to maintain a positive relationship with your banking institution. This section is about Dun & Bradstreet, or DNB for short. DNB is one of the largest business credit bureaus on the market. You will need to create a DNB account and obtain a DUNS number in order to start building business credit and establish a DNB report. How to apply for your free DUNS number with DNB. Scroll below till you get to the link that says Apply for DNB number. Click that link. A box will pop out that will say Apply for DNB number. Click here. Please click here. You will be routed to the DNB page. Click the drop down on the primary reason for DUNS number and choose what best applies for your business. Then fill out all of the form, especially those with an asterisk. You do not need to fill out those without an asterisk, for it is not required. Submit the form. It will give you a search result. If you do not find your business in the search result, then click Get DUNS number at the bottom of the search list. It will route you to a page where there are 3 options to choose from. Choose and click the Get Started button at the bottom of the first box, which is DUNS number and credit signal for free. Put in your first name, last name and email. Tick the I agree to the product license agreement and privacy policy box, then click Register. You will receive an email for a temporary password. Manually type in the temporary password they provided, which is on the email just sent to you, in the password section on the DNB page, then click Login. It will ask you to change your password. To change your password, type in again the temporary password they gave you and then put in your new password and confirm it by retyping your new password. Then click Update. Once updated, it will route you to the company information form. Fill out the fields with the asterisk. It is okay not to put information on the field without asterisks because those are not required. You don't necessarily need to check the promotional boxes at the bottom of the form for LegalZoom and ADP subscriptions. It will be up to you if you really need it. Once you are done filling it up, you can click Submit. What happens next? After submission, you will be routed to a page confirming that you have successfully submitted a request, and you will get your DUNS number within 2 to 4 weeks. A representative from Dun & Bradstreet will likely call to offer and sell their various services. Typically, we don't recommend additional purchases with D&B no matter how urgent they make it sound. Their paid program is not necessary when building business credit. Business credit bureaus don't operate and aren't regulated like personal credit bureaus. Establishing your business credit reports. Business Experian is one of the major business credit reporting agencies. How do you establish your Business Experian credit report? Your Business Experian report is created automatically as your business creditors report payments that you have made on your accounts. First, you need to apply for business credit. Make sure you select creditors that report to Business Experian. Most business creditors check business credit, but many don't report payment history to build your business credit report. Then, you need to make a purchase. Use your new or existing business credit account by making a purchase. And finally, pay your bill. Once your invoice or bill is generated, it is time to make a payment. It is this payment on your business credit account that is reported to the Business Credit Bureau. Let's break this down further. When applying for business credit with lenders, it is important that you select lenders that report to Business Experian. Most lenders do check business credit, but most lenders don't report payment history back to all 3 business credit bureaus. Some creditors only report negative payment history. Once you have verified that the creditor does report positive payment history, it is time to apply for the business credit. Sometimes a creditor doesn't approve the first time. Remember to follow up with the creditor to find out why the business wasn't approved. Sometimes a phone call and manual review will turn a decline into an approval. The initial response is typically generated from an automated underwriting process. Once your account is approved, it's time to make a purchase of at least $50 using your new business credit account. Keep in mind that you must use the credit account in order to build business credit history. It is the payment that is reported. After you have made your purchase, wait for your invoice or bill to be generated. If you make a payment too soon, the creditor may not report the payment because it came in before the credit terms were utilized. It is important that you pay your bill on time. Late payments can be reported to your business credit report and have a large impact on the credibility of the company. The creditor typically takes 1 billing cycle, or 30 days, to report your payment to the Business Credit Bureau. The Business Credit Agency then takes up to 30 days to match the received payment history to your specific business credit report. This means it could take around 60 days for your payment experience to show on your business credit report. Once your business credit history is established with a creditor, we recommend applying for increases within their recommended time frame. Some lenders will only let you apply for an increase every 6 months. Others as soon as 3 months and some as long as 1 year. Applying for increases builds your business credit history further. Lenders tend to mimic the highest approval amount reported. As you move that needle up, you can expect higher approval limits in the future. Building business credit on your Equifax report is a very similar process as building with Experian. The key is making purchases with vendors that actually report to Equifax Business. You will be able to find reporting vendors in the resource section. 2 other reports you may want to check out are LexisNexis and ChexSystems. LexisNexis provides business research and risk management services to various industries. These include lenders, insurance companies, vendors, and more. These companies use LexisNexis to verify personal and business credit history, public records, and application history. And they use LexisNexis to assess risk on applicants. Inaccurate information, data which doesn't match your application, or negative items in your LexisNexis report can have a drastic negative impact on your business. This is especially true during the application process. ChexSystems provides business and consumer information on deposit accounts to primary banks and credit unions. These companies use ChexSystems to verify personal and business deposit accounts, history of delinquent use of accounts, and more. Inaccurate information, data which doesn't match your application, or negative items in your ChexSystems report can have a drastic negative impact on your business. This is especially when you try to establish banking products. Take control of your company's fundability by monitoring all of your business reports. Thanks for watching this section of the training. Welcome to the next section of the business credit training. One of the very important steps in building business credit is going to be actually checking and monitoring your business credit reports. It is important to monitor your business credit reports so that you can keep track of which accounts are being reported. And you can monitor any inaccuracies or discrepancies on your business credit reports. There are many different ways to monitor your business credit report, but the best way to monitor is through NAV. With NAV.com, you can monitor your Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, and your Equifax Business reports all in one place. With NAV.com, you can also use the monthly payment to build your business credit. This is a great way to add a trade line to your credit reports. In order to get signed up, you will go to NAV.com. The link can be found in the workbook. And what you'll want to do is, once you are on the website, you will scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page and click Business Credit Scores and Reports. Once you click that, you will go ahead and sign up. Click Get Your Free Scores. Now, they will ask you a series of questions in order to get your business registered on the site. And you'll want to fill out the information and answer the questions to the best of your ability. Now, once you have created your free account, you will want to come to the left side and hit Credit Reports, and now this is where you are actually going to upgrade. There is going to be a monthly payment. Click I'm ready. And now you'll want to do the monthly plan for $49 a month. And this is great because it will report as a positive trade line to your business credit reports. They may also ask for your personal information as the owner, like your name, birthday, and social security number. This is for verification purposes and to give you the ability to view your personal credit and receive offers as well. This will not affect your credit score. This is the best way in order for you to start monitoring and building up your business credit. In this training, we will go over the process of actually building business credit. So how can you get business credit if I don't have any? Even though business owners who don't know much about it might think it's a hard question, the answer is simple. If you're not starting with using your personal credit, the trick is to start with accounts that are easier to get, like vendor accounts with net 30 payment terms. Also called net 30 accounts. Vendor lines of credit allow you to order things on credit and pay for them later, according to the net terms. But unlike with revolving lines of credit, like credit cards and store cards, you have to pay off your vendor lines of credit in full by the due date. With vendor credit, you don't usually have the option to pay just the minimum on your accounts, and you can't carry balances from month to month. You have to pay back what you've bought. For instance, if your payment terms are net 30, you have 30 days from the time you get an invoice to pay it off. If you're building your credit slowly, you need at least 3 to 5 vendor lines of credit that report before you can get business credit cards or other forms of credit. To get a paydex score of 80 or higher, make sure to pay off all of your lines of credit at once or before the grace period ends. Before lenders will give you credit cards or loans, you will need a credit score of at least 75. For the best results, you should open at least 5 to 10 net 30 accounts over time. This will activate your credit files with the bureaus and give you experience at the same time. When you first start building your business credit with vendor lines of credit, you might not be as interested in the product you'll buy from a vendor with net 30 payment terms, but don't let that discourage you. Keep in mind that you are really investing in building your business credit, and that the products or services you buy are just a small part of this equation. In short, when you ask for net 30 terms, the only thing you should worry about is whether or not they will report your payments to the credit bureaus. The steps to apply for credit from a vendor are pretty easy to follow. When applying for a net 30 vendor, use your EIN or DUNS number. Most of the time, you can just start ordering and choose net payments as your payment method at checkout. If there is not an option to be invoiced, you may need to call the vendor and order over the phone. Once your account is set up, place a small order of at least $50 and make sure to choose net payment terms or bill me at checkout. Wait until you get a bill. When you get the bill, you should pay it in full 15 to 20 days before it's due. Make sure not to pay it off too quickly. In the beginning, if you pay too early, your payment might not show up in your credit history. Adding new accounts to your reports is important, but taking care of the ones you already have is even more important. Here are some basic things you should do to keep your current accounts in good shape. Use your accounts in a responsible way. You must use your credit line, whether it's for $300 or $5,000. If not, it won't report to the bureaus, so your credit score won't change. It's a good idea to buy things you need every few weeks or months on credit. You should also remember that vendors report your largest purchase as your credit limit, not your actual limit. So, if a store gives you a $5,000 net 30 account and you buy a $1,000 item, the $1,000 credit limit is what the bureaus see, not the $5,000. If you want to build up your overall credit limit, use your net 30 accounts to buy bigger things. On the other hand, most revolving accounts report your actual credit limits, so you don't have to use them up to their limits to get them to report your limits. Although utilization does not impact business credit in the same way it impacts personal credit, you want to make sure you are not maxing out your business credit cards often, as it can be difficult to maintain. The key to building business credit and getting access to higher lines of credit is to actually use the credit that is available to you and always pay on time.